It is Saturday and it is prime time, guys. It is hot, hot, hot out there. At least it is here in Louisiana. And it was very uncomfortable after about 8:30 or so. But here's what you need to think if you live in an area of the country where it's hot like it is here. If it's uncomfortable for you, then it's really uncomfortable for the casual garage sailor. So you know what they do? They quit. They get real hot, they just go home. The garage sellers themselves, they're getting hot too. They want to go inside. So you know what they want to do? They want to sell their stuff as quickly as possible so you can get better deals. So yeah, you're going to be uncomfortable. I'm going to be uncomfortable, but we can use some of that to our advantage. I mean, I'm willing to go through a little pain to get some good deals that the casual person wouldn't be. So we're all willing to, anybody watching this channel obviously is willing to work a little harder than, grandma and grandpa that are just doing their little Saturday ritual where they try and pick up a few good deals. So this is when it's the time for us to step up and really get it done, guys. Um, so I did go out today and think I had a pretty good day. Um, Now, let me tell you, my plan here is I'm going to shoot this and then I'm going to lock myself in this room. I'll let myself get out for coffee every now and then, and I'm going to get every single one of these items listed before I leave this room tonight. That is my goal without passing out because I'm already really tired. But I got to get this done, guys. I'm getting so far behind. Um, let's get started here. You've seen these a bunch, and I don't think, yeah, I've actually sold through the ones I've showed you before. So this is a really nice one though. This is a Logitech PC rumble pad. And you've seen, if you've watched this channel, you've probably seen me buy about 4 of these now. This is a Rumble Pad 2 by Logitech. Man, this one is really nicer than the other ones I've had. So I'm thinking it might get more around the $12 mark or so. And yeah, I paid $1 for it. I'm trying to look at the camera, focus on you guys. Now, I did get really lucky, but that's, that's the way the numbers work. You go to the garage sale, you're going to get lucky sometimes just through sheer numbers. I looked at a table, had a bunch of toddler toys, plush, and stuff like that. A bunch of junk nobody was really looking at. And on top of that, to get to that table, it was kind of in the corner of a patio area, kind of off to the side of the garage. So you had to walk through the garage or carport and then into the patio area and then step over a bunch of junk. And then you got to the table where this stuff was. Well, I was looking at the table and I saw this Nintendo 64 game upside down on the table underneath a Frogger game. So it was like positioned kind of like this. I picked it up and it is Super Smash Bros. And if y'all know anything about these, this is about a $50 game. One of the more popular games on that console for sure. This, on the other hand, is about a $3 game, maybe $2 game. So it's complete good condition. It'll get bundled up with a system at some point. But yeah, this was like really fortunate. You don't plan on those kind of finds, but you should get them if you work hard enough. If you go to enough sales. And I went to that sale. It was probably about 9:30 or so. So plenty of people had a shot before I got there, for sure. That same sale, that was like the easy, just kind of pick it up and list it. I'll have $50 in my PayPal account in a few minutes. Now, this is another kind of score. This is a gumbo from 1976. And I'm not going to show you all of them. Here's another one this is from 1977, but I've got 4 consecutive years of gumbo books, and they came out of a box of books that were 25 cents a piece. So I got 4 college yearbooks, all in very good condition, for a total of $1. They will sell for 12, somewhere between $12 and $16 a piece. So over the next year, that dollar will net me 50. And the yearbooks, you just put them up and you let them sit, and you don't really need to move the price. And when somebody wants it, they'll buy it. And it takes a little time. These aren't so old that the people are really old and very computer illiterate. Like these books would be for somebody that's about. Now my mother uses the internet quite well, but she doesn't shop on eBay really. But these books would be for somebody about 5 years younger than my mother. So a pretty good chance they'll have a pretty good chance they'll sell sometime within the next 12 months. Um, but find a nice little out of the way place to store those. This is something I kind of missed on. This is actually new on the card with the tags, low pro little digital camera case, and that's nice and all. But I kind of missed, I don't know if you can see that or not, I missed some damage to the finish. Let me look up here. I missed some damage to the finish here, so I'm not going to be able to sell this as new for sure, which kind of sucks. But I might just keep that around here for my own use. Now, this was pretty cool. I've tried buying, I got one out to show y'all, I thought. Anyway, I've tried buying some different brands other than the most popular. Oh, here we go. Like, for instance, I bought this on Lingo Spanish because I know, like, the language software is popular. People want to learn languages easily and stuff like that. Most of this stuff does not sell. Like I've had this listed before, and finally I dropped the price real low, and it's not even the price that's a problem. Nobody wants this, so I could basically probably just trash this because it doesn't even have a barcode. I can't even send this to that declutter site. But what I did find today, actually my wife found it. Because she walked up to the table first, Rosetta Stone. And this is a complete set, 1 through 5. It's got the discs, and they are all present and or accounted for. They're in here. And it's also got a little instruction manual thing, and it's even got a set of headphones. I think there might be a mic on there too. So this is brand new and still sealed, the microphone stuff. So anyway, this setup sells on Amazon. If you scan it in, they're getting $198 for this brand new. This one's not brand new, so I can't sell, and I couldn't sell it on Amazon anyway because it's like a gated thing. So anyway, I'm gonna sell it on eBay, and I should get, this sells for an average of about 75 to 80 bucks used. So that's pretty awesome. So this is the one you want to look for, Rosetta Stone, and of course some more current version, the better. This is version 4. Yeah, so check and make sure all your discs are there or whatnot. I'll let y'all know hopefully pretty soon how this goes. Pretty happy with this. Oh, this is $1. I don't know how they came up with the price of $1, but they did. Okay, so this is a bag full of, I'm not going to go too far into this, Atari 2600 games. Looks like about 10 Atari 2600 games. They're all commons. And I have a Frogger manual in here. There's also the Frogger label because it came off of the game. I think it's this one. So, yeah, it's definitely that one. So, anyway, I paid $1 for this bag of games. Probably that bag's worth only about maybe $12, $13, something like that. That's my guess. I mainly got it just in case any of the games were rare, which is actually pretty unlikely given that it's an Atari 2600. But I took a shot for $1, kind of like doing a scratch-off ticket uh, that you always win on, though, because I can still sell them. So this is an interesting game, Origin of Expressions, and no, uh, I'm not showing you this because I think you're going to find this game at a garage sale next weekend. Because you know what? You won't. You're not going to find this game. But what you might find, look at the packaging. You may see a board game that looks different. That doesn't say Monopoly or doesn't say Connect Four or Hungry Hungry Hippos or whatever. This looks special, doesn't it? Look at the artwork and the name of it, and it just looks kind of fancy. So um, anyway, I opened it up, and everything is sealed. This is a game, something to do with word. Here's instructions. It's actually in like new condition, I guess, because the box itself, the outer box, is not sealed. I'm going to sell this, I guess, on Amazon FBA, unless I see that eBay is getting good money. This is a $50 game on Amazon, so that's a pretty good score there. But yeah, I mean, when I show y'all stuff, it doesn't mean you have to find that exact item. It just means you have to find a item with similar attributes. Like this game, it's different looking. It feels and looks expensive and different. Um, you could tell once you've been doing this a while, you can kind of tell when something is of a little higher quality or a little more unique than other items. So it's not, don't buy that game, buy games of that kind or that quality, that look, that feel. Just like this joystick. Don't buy this joystick, but if you see one like this for a PC, people are looking for that, and they'll pay you a little money for it. So I did see, on the same note, I think it was Golden Finger Picker not too long ago, he bought a time clock. And so today I saw a time clock. And this was the easiest negotiation I've ever done. And yes, the clock does work. And if you put a piece of paper in here, it will stamp a time on it. I did test it. Only problem, because you see, you just do this. It has little rubber feet. It can sit on the desk, or it could be wall mounted like that. It's pretty nice. Kind of old school because it's analog clock. The only problem is there's no key. So I'm looking at the item at the garage sale. Just kind of looking and saying, oh, that's neat. Time clock, whatever. Guy's drinking a beer. It's just after 12. This is the last garage sale of the day that we're going to go to. It's like, I don't know, 12:15. Guy looks like he's about 6 beers deep. Okay. He walks over. He's got a stereo playing. I'm like, hey man, that stereo is pretty cool. We're talking about it. He says not for sale. I'm like, oh, I know. He shows me the back of the stereo and this and that. We chat about it for a minute, and then I start looking at the time clock again. And he goes, hey, if you want to take it, $10, take it away, and we're done. And I'm like, oh. I look at the top. I said, you got the key. He laughed and he said, okay, $5, and it's yours. So I paid $5 for this time clock. It does not have a key. Without the key, it's going to be worth about 60 to 70. So there is a case where watching somebody else's pickup video kind of helped, because as soon as I saw the clock, I immediately thought YouTube video where somebody said buy time clocks, and I bought the time clock and I'm gonna make some money on it. I don't know what brand time clock he bought. I just knew time clocks are good. So moving on. I didn't tell y'all, this game right here, this Origins game, I bought that game, I bought this, and I bought this, all for $5. And I'm looking at the screen, so the camera again. The reason I bought this is kind of generic. It's one of those just lift top kind of modern things. It's got the backgammon game inside, some kind of game on the reverse side of that. The only reason I got this one was the chess pieces are metal. They're like bronze and silver metal color, so I thought that was kind of neat. I'm really kind of a sucker for chess, so whenever I see it, I tend to buy it rather than not buy it. Now this one, I used to play quite a bit of chess, by the way. Now this board is kind of cool. I mean, look, it's even got, the wood's got a lot of character to it. Look, you can even see a knot right here, and that kind of gives it a little character. Kind of rich. I mean, it's got a few little nicks and stuff on it, but that's fine. And there is a wooden set of pieces in here, and I did count them. There are 32 pieces, so pretty decent set. It's got like a little blemish right here, but yeah, I paid $1.60 something a piece for those games because it was 3 for $5. Okay, so this is a Platinum Plus 6000 PG tripod by Sunpack, and the box is a little beat. There's a little hole in it right there, but the tripod has never been used. Instructions are in here. It's in the plastic. I need to look at it a little closer, but it's in the plastic with the instructions. Hadn't been used. Picked this up for $5. I'm going to check eBay, but if eBay doesn't work out, this ranks really well in the camera section of Amazon FBA, or of Amazon, and it sells for $30 before fees. So I know I can unload it for some pretty decent money. Okay, I bought this at a garage sale for $8. This is one of those light tents, and these people got this and kind of planned on selling off some of their toys, some of their toy collection, using this light tent to sell it on eBay, and they never used it because this thing is still unopened. I picked that up for $8. It's worth, this sells, what was it? It was 40 or 50 on Amazon. And I can kind of back that up because I paid about 40, I think I want to say $44, $45 for the one I have on Amazon. These lights are LED lights, and yeah, they're not great, but they work pretty good. I mean, you can get pretty good results. If you ever look at my what I sold on eBay type things, I use that exact kind of tent right there. And those lights, I just have one more light that I'm shooting down from the top. I have it clamped to the shelving above the desk where I shoot. I have a light clamp shooting down. So that's the only difference. But yeah, so that's pretty good. Now, those people had that because they were toy collectors, and I bought some toys from them. So I bought the photo tent for $8. Then this is a bag full of little people. I mean, I'm talking, that's a big bag. Like, I don't know, maybe 8 pounds, something like that. It looks like they're not super vintage. Like, I think these are like right at 20 years old. I looked at a few and they said 96 on the bottom. So I'm probably going to make like either one big lot or maybe 2 lots out of this and just move them real quick. Hopefully I'll have those sold real soon because I'm going to list them today. Now, I bought that from those people, and notice they had intentions of selling that stuff on eBay at one point, thus the light kit. But all that really meant was they ended up selling the toys and the light kit when they finally had the garage sale. So this is a bag full of vintage Fisher-Price toys. And most of these are like mid-70s vintage. Like this is a And my screensaver went off. This is a vintage little pull toy. It's a vintage little pop toy. Another little radio thing. Got a bunch of these jumbo Weeble Wobble things, and they're all in much nicer than usual condition for a toy of this age. I mean, this toy, this particular one is not dated, but I know it's from the mid 70s. This is a 40-year-old toy, so very good condition. There's like 5 more down in there that you're not seeing. So anyway, I bought all of the Little People toys and these toys, $22 at that sale. And I'm not exactly sure what I'll make yet because I haven't really researched it, but I know I'll make out fine on those. I'm going to do just fine. Okay, so this was a sale where I took a shot at some books. And the reason I took a shot, we actually went into these people's house. And I'm not yet at the point with the Amazon FBA or the book scanning stuff where I'm comfortable walking into someone's home and taking their books off of a shelf and scanning the book, looking at the price, putting it back, scanning the book, putting it back, scanning the book. I'm just not comfortable with that yet. I should be. I should just say, hey, I'm a reseller. I'm going to look at these books, okay? And then scan them. I'm just not there yet. I need to get there. So, anyway, off of that shelf, I bought Final Fantasy VII DVD. Horrible buy. I'm probably going to end up sending this to Declutter. I only paid 50 cents for it. So, it's only worth about maybe $1, something like that. Now, the girl was a pharmacy student at some point. She's finished pharmacy school now. I bought a bunch of pharmacy textbooks just on the off chance. They looked expensive. She said most of them probably had newer editions available. And I said, you know what, I'll take a shot because she was only asking 50 cents or 75 cents for each one. So I took a shot. And I did do a little research. This is Pharmacy Practice and the Law. This is a paperback book. Ranks, and these are used prices. I looked them up. $957,000 and sells for $950. So that's a pretty good one. Now this is funny. This is called a handbook on injectable drugs. This is called a handbook. Look at this. Look at the size of this book. This book is about probably 3 inches thick and weighs about close to 10 pounds. They're calling it a handbook. Well, apparently it's worthless. That's why it has an X on it. It won't sell. I guess I'll donate it, but really, who would want it? Pharmaceutical calculations. This is one I thought might not have changed the edition as quickly, but it doesn't really sell either. It's like got a price of about $4.20 on FBA. It's kind of funny for pharmaceuticals. This is a handbook of non-prescription drugs. It has a selling price on FBA of $10, and it has a nice rank of 364,000. So, and yeah, you see on the spine, 75 cents. Now this is the biggest one. This book is like 4 inches thick and probably weighs about 15 pounds. So it's got a rank of 600,000 and a selling price of on used FBA of 18. So it's a good thing we get really good discounts sending stuff up to FBA, because if we didn't, that would not be a financially viable opportunity for me there if I had to pay actual retail rates for shipping. Well, guys, I think that is it. It felt like a lot more when I bought this stuff today. But yeah, actually it is a lot, huh? I've probably been blabbing for quite a while now. Yeah, that's it, guys. So I'm going to lock myself down and get all this stuff listed. And hopefully on about Monday or Tuesday, probably Tuesday, I'll do a video and I'll show you all the great big prices I got for all this wonderful junk that I bought today. I hope y'all had a really good day sourcing, guys, and I'll see y'all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.